Holidays or special occasions can be really challenging when people are grieving because it is a reminder that our loved one that has passed is no longer present. So what's generally supposed to maybe be a happy celebratory moment ends up creating the opposite feeling, and it can be quite conflicting because it does conflict with the grieving process.
Part of that is just acknowledging simply that this time of year will feel different and to adjust your expectations accordingly. We carry loss with us, and in that way, we never lose the grief. The important thing to do with grief is to mourn it. And mourning is expressing how we're feeling, how we're experiencing, how we're thinking. There might be expectations from others about how we're supposed to kind of perform at this time of year. We might also be processing difficult emotions.
Letting yourself feel, letting yourself go through the range of emotions. Grief is a complicated journey. It's not linear. So letting yourself experience and honoring, if there's a certain special occasion that comes up and you are just not in a space where you feel ready to engage in any sort of celebratory event or experience, then letting your family and friends know that you're not ready.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to go to this holiday party this year. And I might decide that an hour before, and that's okay. We may also decide to create a special tribute. Could be as simple as just, having a little altar space where we put up photos or lighting a candle. You might also just decide, look, this whole thing that we used to do, it's impossible to go forward in the same way. And therefore, I'm just going to create a completely new tradition because that could feel more manageable. And that's also okay.
Seeking support, connecting with a friend, a family member, or even going to grief counseling can be really helpful. So just being able to lean on somebody who allows you to feel supported and less alone. And maybe even engaging in any sort of like creative activity where you can sort of outsource the emotions. So whether it be journaling, creative writing, maybe writing a song. Some people will even get involved in charitable donations or organizations that also remind them of their loved one as well. It allows you to have an outlet for whatever intense emotion you're experiencing through your grief journey.
Like, have a holiday from your grief. I think it's important to have a respite at times. That might just be calling on a certain friend, not to talk about it, but to take you to the movies, for instance. It's okay to delight in new pleasures as you move forward. It's okay to conceive of what your life is going to turn into as you move forward, and it's going to be different. But, if you find yourself in a situation in a holiday time wherein, you're really thinking about, what the meaning is or how am I supposed to transform or grow, it could be helpful to reflect on the ways in which loved ones' presence and values continue to shape and inspire your life or one's own life. It can also be helpful to identify opportunities for growth and learning that have emerged for you throughout that grieving process. You may also set intentions for honoring that person's legacy and carrying forward their positive impact.
To anyone who's struggling with grief during special occasions or holidays, you're not alone in that. That is a very understandable and normal experience to have. You lost someone that was very dear to you. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a reminder of their absence. So be loving and kind to yourself during this time, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Redbird Therapy.